Welcome back. I'm your co-host, Jay.
And I'm your co-host, Jules. And this is the Book Fest Club,
man.
Yeah.
Sorry we took a little hiatus, man.
We took a nice little sabbatical, bro.
Yeah, we had to get things in order, man. I had surgery.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit better day by day.
You're getting old.
Yeah, I know. People had trips and stuff like that. So, the month of June, we was a little bit on a hiatus. And I know y'all see us in the studio, right? This is just the beginning. We locking in some other things or whatever.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know we moving on up, bro.
And we just, we still ain't set everything up yet. So just give us some time, man. We'll have it looking perfect later on. But we wanted to do something.
Yeah,
and Freida,
we got some new digs.
Yeah, Freida went back and she dropped another banger. She's my GOAT of all time.
Really?
She's my GOAT, man. 100%. 100%.
All genres across
all genres. Across all genres. She is my GOAT.
That's saying a lot, Jay.
For sure. And she dropped, but back a month ago or a month and a half ago, she came back and then she dropped The Divorce. And man, the book was crazy. The book was crazy. I'm gonna tell you that. Yo, I was late to it because we was doing a whole bunch of, I was healing up, so I ain't listened to it. Yeah. I wanted to listen to it while I was fully fresh. You know what I'm saying? So we could definitely
fresh dress at the park, ready to park.
Y'all know here at the Book Fest Club, man, we got a thriller rubric that we go by. We got rubrics for all genres.
That's true.
And then we got our thriller rubric over here. So we don't want to hold y'all no more, man. Let's get into the first point of the thriller rubric. We're talking about the hook, right? And you know what? My boy right here is good at, opening up hooks. So I'm going to let him holler at y'all on that one.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man, let me just say this up front, Jay. This book does not treat divorce like paperwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes divorce is just like sign here,
and then move here. Yeah,
man, it treats divorce like war, bro.
Ooh, we know it. Naomi was on wartime.
Like, man, listen.
Naomi
and then she's always trying to throw you off. And I feel like with this one, man, she throws you off in the title.
Yo, I was on her. Remember the Douglas Garrett?
Yeah.
The real Douglas Garrett, if you know the housemaid.
This is just like the housemaid.
This threw me off.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I was on Jeremy Tell, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was on Jeremy Tell. I really didn't like, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't like Ronnie, Veronica. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a whole plethora. It was just,
man.
It was a lot, man.
You did it again. She faked me out again, man.
I keep telling y'all, man, Freida is that chick, man. She's that GOAT.
I don't know if you seen that reel during the Knicks celebration, the championship celebration, where the cops was trying to get that kid. He had a Knicks jersey.
He juked out everybody, bro.
We gonna have to put that clip in there. Put that clip in there. Because that's what Freida did to me, bro. Freida was just like,
yo, throughout the whole book, and then at the end, we can't even talk about that right now.
Yeah, man. I thought we was dealing with renovation, and
I'm gonna kick somebody out. I'm done. I'm out the game.
Oh,
never mind. I can't even say I can kick somebody out like that no more. But
man, sometimes the scariest person ain't the boogeyman under the bed.
No, bro.
It's not the stranger in the woods.
It's an investment.
It's the husband who got the keys, bro. Who's changing the locks on you, man. Who's changing the garage door.
Just go ahead and go clean up the apartment. I'll be over there. Me and Teddy gonna be over there in a minute, right?
Goodness, man. This one right here was sinister, bro.
I mean, did it grab us immediately?
Man, listen, it grabbed me from the start.
100%.
Like from the
She
start,
don't work at the door on the first go round. You gotta knock on the door.
Yep.
He's sending you off like to his dead parents' crib, because both his parents is gone. Sending you off to your dead parents' crib, telling you, Teddy, we gonna be over there in a minute. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna we ain't gonna parlay over it, because I gotta make sure, he got some stability. You gotta clean it up over there. It's dirty. And then once you get it cleaned up, it's like, we'll be over there. But that was already a red flag. Bags packed, heavy bags.
First off,
heavy bags. You didn't know that?
I had to put this in my notes. I was cutting the grass, and I had to just stop the lawnmower and take a note on this one. And it's when she found the coat. It was April, but there was winter coats in her bag that
low key though. It'd be chilly in New York though. We said we chilly in New York.
I get it, but a whole parka, bro.
My brother, he was trying to get out. He was trying to get up out. He was trying to get up out of there. 100%. He was definitely trying to get up out of there.
Bro.
Word.
Bed linen. Explain the. You got a whole confident, bro.
Yo, that was something else, man. And that's what I think I invested early into I was like invested early into it because I knew something was wrong. Like you kicking her out off rip. I'm like, nah, something's happening with this book. Yeah. And it just brings you in. It's like it just you gravitate to the book and it make you just want to keep, whether you listening on Audible or if you reading the hard copy or the right here, we got the soft cover. It's like you just don't really know what's gonna happen, and that's the thing. That's why I like thrillers, man. That's why I love thrillers.
My thing is like off the rip. My worst part, the part I like least about starting a new book is the beginning part, the intro part, because I don't know if it's gonna grab me or not. But this grabbed me from the front. Why? Because the garage, man, nothing pees me off most.
Right.
Than like trying to set and program the garage door opener in my house. And so that kind of really lured me in when she said, hold up, the garage clicker ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why it didn't take long, as we got it here, it didn't take long to build. It didn't take long. It's like
the locks. Then there's like this progression. Like, okay, the garage doesn't work. The locks have been changed, right? And then, you know what I'm saying?
As soon as she get over there, she thinks somebody following her or somebody outside the crib. Yeah. And it's the branch.
It's the branch. You're talking about the apartment.
At the apartment. As soon as you get in, you're like, yo, you thinking
it just keeps luring you. But this whole story that like Jeremy, her husband, makes up about renovation. Right?
Ain't no contractors in the crib. It don't look like it. You're supposed to have like stuff down, tape down. Yeah. Contractors coming in, stuff move maybe inside, more in the middle with the plastic cover.
I haven't seen an email. I haven't seen a payment in the bank statement. I just need Naomi to kind of be
like put your thinking cap on, bro.
And then she packed her stuff up. Wouldn't even let her go upstairs.
Ready to go kick out.
Like, women, they got to do their sweeps to make sure that they got everything.
Come on, sweetie. Really? Give me more credit.
Give me a benefit of it.
No, I'm not.
It's crazy, man.
I will not do so. So when we move into, plot and twist, like
something feels weird right now.
Were twist shocking and predictable? Were they shocking or predictable? To the listeners out there, right? Answer this question. When we move down to our second point in our critique rubric, was the plot twist great or was it shocking or was it predictable? What you think?
I know I'm reading a Freida McFadden novel, right? Thriller. I know there's some twists. So what she's presenting at first, I knew not to fall for it. But I just didn't know how it was going to twist. I know that Naomi wasn't the Naomi that we was reading about, right? I know her whole story was just her perspective. There's another perspective that I was waiting on. Right. However, when the twist happened, I didn't think in my wildest dream, bro.
To the twist, because as you move on to it, did the plot twist stay tight? Like throughout the whole book, right? You got your twist. You get your twist at the end, right? You get your plot and you get your twist. Right. And it's like, does it actually stay in the cohesive mode like that you needed it to?
It did at first. I'm thinking that I had a little bit of sympathy for Naomi, right? Because of how like Freida was just leading us down this road.
Medical practice.
Then when Jeremy pat the coat,
it made us hate him off rip.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, man,
red flags.
Red flags.
That's the next point. Red flag.
And then the next red flag was, dang, you hired all the lawyers in town, all the good.
I like that aggressive sweep,
man. Listen,
aggressive sweep through the whole.
This was a hostile takeover. This wasn't a divorce.
Yeah, New York. Freida loved the New York scene, but they're out there in Long Island.
Oh my goodness, so it's man.
Like, that was a red flag.
He was really getting let. And so I'm just like, man, what's going on with Jeremy? And then I'm thinking, what did Naomi do? I started thinking about what did she do? And so
that got him just like so amped up to really kicked out. Yeah.
Hiring all the best lawyers in town. That's just strategic cruelty, man. Bro, like, for real. It's on every level.
It's great strategy. So that brings us to suspension and tension. Like, did it create real anxiety? And I'll say that for myself, bro. I was so anxious reading this book because it made me hate Veronica and it made me hate Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
It even made me hate her so-called friends when she was going to pick up Teddy from school.
Yeah.
Ashlyn and I forgot the other girl name. It was just Ashlyn, and I got it down here somewhere.
You're talking about Cora.
No, well, Ashlyn, Cora was the one that
was the one that they said that she got enhancement.
She got enhancement, yeah. So it was just like they just it was like
what you think about Ezra? I know we ain't at characters yet, but I think like even going back to plot twists, I didn't see that coming.
What, Ezra?
Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right. And so fast forward to like towards the end where Ezra pulls up to the house that she's in, and she already did damage to Ronnie, right? And got Ronnie tied up in the bottom of a basement in her old home, right? In Naomi's old home.
He's telling y'all.
Ezra comes down the stairs first, like a goofy.
Stupid.
Like, and she pushes him.
Like, yo, shoved him. He said, yo.
So he must have been
I mean, that brings it like, where's the stakes high? And did you feel urgent?
Gosh,
and that's what it is. It's like the stakes was high. The stakes was high in this book, people. Yeah. Right? And if you read the book, you know the urgency was like, it just was like, yo, what's happening? You know, whether it was the knives that was missing in the drawer, you know, the door that was open, right? Because
the elephant getting stabbed up.
With the spray ketchup or whatever that red sauce was, red stuff was, right? But check it though. It was the door being open and knives being missing. We're going to get to it and how all of it fold together. And this is why Freida go, because you think you got the ending, and then you think you got the next ending, and boom, double whammy, bro. So when we move on to
did we do suspense?
Yeah, we did suspense.
Mm-hmm. And this was suspenseful, man. I was on the edge. I couldn't put it down, bro. I read it I listened to it. I listened to it in one setting, and then I listened to it again. It was that good.
Yeah, it was good though, man. I had to go back and listen to a couple parts because it was like some parts I was like, wait, what? Yeah. You really got to pay attention because people try to make people seem like they crazy and they not really crazy.
Yeah, because he's giving her the wrong times and everything.
From the Simonton crib, when she went up there, she was like, oh, she tried to sleep with Mr. Sin. They got kicked out, and it makes you hate Veronica even more.
Yeah, when she went and did her homework on, when Naomi did her homework on Ronnie. And she went to her old place of employment.
Her old job.
What I like about that, what Freida did, what I like about that, there's a housemaid component in there. She used to be a housemaid. Ronnie used to be a housemaid. Ain't that crazy?
Ghost that she young, and then she set it up to where it made
some overlap there.
She set it up to where she made us hate Veronica because she was like the young chick who got the plastic surgery. Because you know the way she talk about her breasts or whatever the case may be, she used to make her seem like she's the young girl that is money hungry, that's looking for a come up, right? And this is when Naomi got us thinking, and we falling into the Naomi trap.
And I was.
This is what a book
had
doing
me feeling
for you.
A way about Naomi, right. The goat Jetta. I wanted to slice her ties, man. But the truth is, like, Veronica was the victim. Because I don't know if we got there yet.
No, we didn't even get there yet. Because when you say Veronica was the victim, absolutely, she was the victim.
Yeah.
When we get to that part,
I feel like Jeremy was a villain too, because as much as he says that he likes Teddy, he's destabilizing like Teddy's world too. Yeah. He's upending Teddy's world as well. But there's some help. He has some help with Veronica because Veronica has all the reason in the world to be here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Then it's like when you get into characters, right? Our next point, when you get into characters, is like, what characters did you really enjoy? Which one did you really, it's not really a lot of characters. You got Lola, you got Ashlyn, you got her mom, you got baby daddy, you got a couple of characters, but who surprised you the most? And what did you think about, let's say, what did you think about Freida's character writing in this book with all the characters
I think
she
took her time and slow rolled these characters, man, because she took her time with Veronica. Oh my gosh, she took her time with Veronica, man. And she made sure that she misdirected you. This is spoilers, but she made sure that you you had compassion for Naomi.
That's what a book's supposed to do.
And is Naomi black? I think. Is Freida? Naomi's not black. You don't think that she's black?
After reading the book, absolutely not.
I think she's the black person in the affluent neighborhood.
Absolutely.
I think she's the black woman.
I don't think she's black.
I think she is. And I think Jeremy is black. Yeah. Teddy. Theo. His name could easily be Theo.
Ezra. I mean, I could see it, but I don't think so, though.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
we would have to
Naomi,
see this.
I don't know many white Naomis. I'm just saying.
I don't either. I've actually never.
So I was just wondering, like, is Freida kind of venturing into? Is this her take on urban fiction? I don't know.
No.
Is this her take on urban fiction?
My boy said, "Is this her take on urban fiction?" It's crazy, son.
But okay, and so Veronica was probably my favorite character.
Strong protagonist.
Yes,
definitely a strong protagonist.
I just like she represents she's presented as a outside threat at first, but actually she's slick. the main female character.
She's slick with it. And I would say the roles are reversed because the villain in the beginning is Veronica. The strong protagonist is Naomi. Yep. And then as you get into the book, you start to realize it's flipped. The villain is really Naomi. And Veronica is like the sweet angel lady.
And Jeremy is just caught up in the mix.
Nah, Jeremy foul too.
No, Jeremy ain't foul because look, he ain't even supposed to be there. He shouldn't even been married to her. Yeah. Naomi made all this. This is her web. Listen, this is actually the mom's.
Mom's twiddling thumbs.
The mom is twiddling this one. Playing Geppetto.
Let's set the pace. Let's set the pace, right? We'll get into the writing. Matter of fact, let's stay in character.
No, we're gonna say I got another character that got on my nerves.
That's why I said we're gonna stay in character.
Teddy got on my nerves.
Bro, when he didn't want to come out during that fire, you needed a secret word.
And then
you needed a secret word for the fire, bro.
Bro, he would have got backhand so many times.
But is he a child that listens? Is he a child that listens, or is he a child that? Because I want my child to follow instructions. Yeah. It's just annoying when you, as a parent or as somebody who is older, like, yo, bro, it's a fire. What you mean you're not coming out until you hear those words? You can't stand there. But
that's a whole fire.
You want your child to listen. So I mean, Teddy really was a listener. If you really want to break it down,
he's collateral damage in all of this, man.
Oh,
they lying to him.
Teddy is.
And he's just a little kindergartner. But
he's a little
smart as a whip. He asks all the right questions.
Absolutely.
At the wrong time.
Yeah.
He was like, when we gonna go to daddy's house? Like, whoa.
Wait, what you mean? What
all
you
the
mean?
Nosy gossiping single stay-at-home moms was like, wait, what?
He like, no, mommy. That's not what daddy said. He didn't pack anything. And it's like, and then she's trying to rush everything up. Everybody, whoop, turn their head around and looking at her like she crazy and all that.
It reminded me of the Bernie Mac Big Mama joke. Like, where he was just like, nuh-uh. He's like, I had some tomatoes in there. It's like, nuh-uh, Big Mama. Big Mama smacked.
I remember the joke now.
My grandma would have smacked the paws at me.
Yeah, like, yo, what you talking about? Like, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't grown folk been shut up.
Yeah, Teddy, he talked too much. He asked way too many questions.
The mother's wild. Veronica mother wild. 3 divorces. You know what I'm saying? Veronica pops never was there. Wasn't in the picture. She's filling up. I said Veronica. I mean Naomi. Well, Veronica pops wasn't in there, but Naomi's mother.
Who's the worst mom? Jean Delgado from the Jacquel J series, the Capone and the Delgado series, or Naomi's mom here in The Divorce?
Naomi mom, bro. Because she the one who planted the fake birth certificate.
Sheesh.
All that kind of like the fake birth certificate came from the mom. She know her. And you sent her on a mission to go get this dude to make him be the dad and make him take care of her. And you dangled the baby in front of him.
And then so many words told Naomi to unalive somebody.
You got to take care of her.
Naomi went on the mission too.
You got to take care. Time to take care of her, right?
You got to take care.
You got to take care of that.
Sometimes you got to take care.
And so I just feel like, with the characters, even the housekeeper lady throwing dirt on Veronica's name, you know what I'm saying? All because Veronica was like one of the top people when she was working there, come to find out. It's a lot of twists in the book that Freida threw at us, which made Veronica look, it was like a Naomi perspective of how she was trying to get to the truth about Veronica. And then there was the truth, and you realize in the character, when we go down to writing and pacing, it was sharp, it was fast paced, and it was not a lot of over-explaining. It was enough explaining in the book to the point where we got all perspectives of the story, and the whole story came full circle. So I didn't feel like it dragged. At no point in the book, to me, did it feel like it was dragging. Everything was necessary in order to set up this huge, spectacular ending, in my opinion.
I feel like the pacing was perfect. However, I still wanted it to move faster. But the pacing is perfect.
Because you wanted to know.
I was just anxious. That was just me.
Right.
The pacing was perfect. The pacing feels very McFadden style.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
There was quick chapters. There were sharp reveals. Like, even when Jeremy said, hey, Naomi, I want a divorce.
She's like,
what? The scenes end with just tension, and it just makes you want to turn the page, man. Yeah.
And then when you get down to the actual writing, right? When we're writing the book and she's writing it, how did you come up with something like this, right? Where your lawyers defend, he brought up all the lawyers, right? And then the lawyer that she went to, the lady, the female lawyer, I can't remember her name, Stephanie, that she went to her and she was like, yo, I can't represent you because he retained my services, but I got somebody else, right? And then that turned out who
calls her up on
the phone, right? And that turns out to be Ezra, who
no. There was another woman before that they had the conversation with, and she called him right there, and they had the conversation, and she got out.
She called her. She was like, Jeremy, I can't do that. Jeremy retained my services.
Her services as well.
Yeah,
so that's 3 lawyers. So
and that was all of the best lawyers on Long Island.
All the best lawyers.
So it was like, then that's when it got forwarded over, divorce lawyer. That's when it got forwarded over to Ezra. And then it was like, okay, Ezra wanted to take it. He's like this up and coming lawyer, right? I forgot what they call the lawyers that's like the fast money lawyer. Not even the Esquire. What they call those? Not even pro bono. What they call those lawyers? The catchphrase lawyers or whatever the case may be. There's a word that they call them lawyers, right? So that's what kind of they painted him like this slinky dude, tall dude who be dropping documents out of his briefcase when he's running up to the job.
His office is messy.
His office is messy. His clothes is, you know what I'm saying?
Disheveled.
Right. And she even kind of explains that in the book. So even when
they say his shirt was wrinkled in every way.
Every way, bro. And even then, like him and Veronica started to click.
But he's sharp though.
He's sharp because even at the depositions, he was on it. You know what I'm saying? Throwing Jeremy through a loop, making Jeremy go crazy.
He was reading through the prenup, and he was just like, "Did you write this yourself? What are you doing here?"
Like one of them Empire TV show contracts that Lucius Lyon gave somebody.
Exactly.
You feel me? So it's just like the writing, man. And then we could talk a little bit about the book before we get into originality and we start to close out the episode.
Yeah.
So if y'all read the book, right, you know that Veronica, right, turns out to be Teddy's mother, right? Which Teddy's real name is Dominique. So if you ain't read the book, remember, this is all spoilers. So if you ain't read the book, that's on you, right?
Yeah.
We read it and we gonna talk about it.
It's been out for a while now.
Yeah, and it take a lot for us to read the book. I ain't gonna lie, because we both got families and we both involved fathers.
So we ain't gonna hop on here and not give any spoilers.
Right. So Veronica, basically what happened is Veronica and her boyfriend had a baby, right? Her boyfriend takes the baby out one night. He goes, says, I'm going to take the baby out for a little stroll. He's a junkie. They both junkies. But Veronica's trying to get her life together, right? So then as he takes the baby to the store, to kind of calm the baby down and give Veronica a break, my son go out there, fall asleep after getting high, right? And then who is driving to St. Louis and has to make a stop, right? That is none other than Naomi, who sees the baby in the car, sees the junkie dude sleep high off at heroin, and then she go ahead and take the baby and take the car seat, right? And takes the baby to St. Louis. And this is how this mess starts from the beginning. Her mom's dangles that birth certificate, gets her a fake birth certificate. She plants the baby on Teddy, who she only met a couple months ago. And he said they had protected sex. They didn't even have unprotected sex. She even said that they had protected sex. They use a condom.
But she
still threw a baby on my boy. Still threw a baby on him, right? But
see how these women be, man.
Yeah, but this is the kicker though. He was like, yo, did you know how it go? You bring a baby to me. We had a baby. I didn't know. You don't want to tell me, whatever. She goes to his pops because he's like, yo, we going to do a swab. So he does the swab and he thinks that she did the baby swab. But what Naomi did was she went to his pop's crib who has dementia and took a swab of him, came back and used that sample with Jeremy's sample. So of course he's going to be the father because he is the father or the son to his father. Nasty work. What did you think about that, bro?
That was nasty work. You took advantage of the most vulnerable population, bro.
Yeah. And this happens in real life, too.
And then had dementia.
Not like that, but,
like,
they
Alzheimer's. Like, he don't even,
Absolutely.
Like, at this point, she was already she was already a villain.
Yep.
Just off of that. And then you put a baby on.
This is where the shift starts. This is where we start to see Naomi's character. This is where we start to think
differently.
Yeah, about Naomi. When her true colors start to show. She's not even a real doctor. Remember, because he was like, he cut her code, not to go all the way back, but remember, he cut her cards off when she was in line, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, I ain't ain't got no money.
What happened to your other
What happened
account?
to the other accounts, right? And he like, yo, those technical, but he did they're technicals of mine, right? I just let you use them because we was married. But now that we're not married, it's my money. So he's like, yo, open up your practice. We kind of find out she only got a practice. She a crystallizer. That's
she
what I
a
call
crystal
her.
doctor.
A crystal doctor where she used these crystals to kind of
heal
people energy-wise and tell the future. And
she
all
real
this
big
extra
on
stuff.
crystals
so
and
she's not even a real doctor. And we kind of find out that she's not even a real doctor.
Not even a real doctor.
Like, what?
Like, because I'm thinking that she's a real doctor because when Jeremy packed her bags at the beginning,
he told her to open up a practice.
He threw the medical books in there. So I'm thinking they're real medical books. Man,
she's not even a
books on crystals and
she wasn't even a real doctor. She was a healing specialist. That's what we're gonna call her and say she was a healing specialist, right?
Man, she was a stay-at-home mom, bro.
So then, they basically.
And ain't nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom, but don't go around parade like you're a doctor. When
So then that's how the whole baby stuff happened, and then we come to find out that Teddy, who was really Dominic, we find out that Veronica was really looking for him this whole time.
Right.
And when she got word from Lola that he might be over there in Long Island, and that he resembles her dad, her baby father, it was kind of like now this when Veronica's starting to plot what she was doing, right? And if you read the book, you know how she started plotting throughout the book to get her son back, right? Because she took her own DNA test, right? She took a swab of Teddy when she, played the guess what you hate for food this morning. She took a swab. The results come back. She's 99.9998% that's her son. So then she knows that that's her son. So now she's doing all of these things to keep Veronica away from her son. And this is where Veronica knows this. So now we know that Veronica knows, and now we know that Naomi knows, which sets up this big ending. My boy is speechless. It sets up the big ending. Naomi, they chilling, right?
Yeah.
So Jeremy is gone. He's away on vacation. And Naomi car's over there because remember she just got locked up.
Right.
So Naomi car's over there. So she go over there and then we thinking oh, Naomi was going just go get a car. And then we oh, maybe she just go get her son. So she tries to go and get Teddy from her, and she's like, I don't know about this. Let me call Jeremy, right?
So she's trying to finesse Naomi
to give her Teddy so she could take him home and spend some time with him before Jeremy come home. Because right now they got to order protection against her because of what happened at the party.
And so
when
she's trying to call
the cop.
She's trying to call
her, but Plymouth Rock. We see what happened when Naomi picked up
what was it, a statue?
It was a rock.
A rock.
It was one of Teddy's rocks. It was one of Teddy's rocks.
It was one of Teddy's rocks.
Smashed on the head, right? And then this is where the unveiling and all the truth is coming out now. And then we find out that
and it's the point of no return.
At this point,
because
she's
not even supposed to be over there.
No, she's not supposed to be over there. Absolutely not.
Her lawyer told her, Ezra told her not to go over there in the whole nine. Yeah. And so she goes over there, hits it took me a while to just gather my thoughts because it's so much going on.
And there's still so much we missing, but you got to read the book.
There's so much going on in this book right here, bro. Oh, my goodness. And so she crushes her head. Mm-hmm. I thought she was dead.
I thought she was dead,
too. But she was just knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow wind up in the basement.
Yep. Yeah. She drags her
downstairs in the basement, ties her up, put her in a chair the whole night, ties her, bounds her. Right?
She was just going to cut her face up.
Right.
She wasn't going to kill her. She was going to cut her face up to dismember her because
she was so beautiful. So
Jeremy wouldn't like her no
Naomi
more.
Was so delusional, man.
And she just wound up cutting her hair off. She was like, yo, I cut her head off.
Crazy.
But she said, I cut her hair off and she's still bad. She was like, yo, she even prettier with her haircut.
Was it
Veronica must have been mad pretty, bro. Yeah, because she even said it. She's like, yo, she's mad pretty. Even though at the book, she's like, yo, I understand why he went with her because she's mad pretty.
She's mad pretty, man.
So,
so even after being a junkie,
yeah,
she still had the beauty, and so there's a lot going on in this basement of horrors.
Yeah. Because now they both kind of come to
cutting hair, done bashed her with rock, right?
Here come Ezra, like you said from previous.
And then Ezra, she pushed Ezra. Ezra comes over to the house because Ezra is trying to find her.
Yeah.
And then goes over there. She's not supposed to be at Jeremy's house. Nope. She's at the house. She invites him in.
He's like, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? They're talking.
I came to see you. I came to your house to see if you was at your house. And then I realized you did leave your car over there. So I thought you would come over here to get your car. And what is all of this?
Yeah, because her car was left over.
Because
she got arrested at the birthday party. We left the birthday party out. The birthday party was crazy.
I said she got arrested at the birthday party, but it's like after you do that, and it's like, yo, you don't see what's going on, bro.
Man,
you can't read the room,
bro.
She couldn't read the room. Pushed Ezra down the stairs. My son fall, crack his skull. He bleeding out on the floor. They both think he dead because even Veronica was like, yo, he's spilling blood all over. Like the blood started coming out of his head.
Yeah.
And even Naomi said the same thing, right?
Yep.
And we couldn't find out as she was about to. She like, yo, I was gonna just cut your face, but now I gotta kill you. So she like, yo, I'm pouring all of this stuff on the floor, and you know, we gonna set this trick on fire. We gonna set this joint on fire. Whoop that trick. So she like, yo, what you gonna burn me up? She like, and then here go Veronica. Well, at least I'll pass out before the flames start to burn my skin up.
Oh my goodness, man.
So what do you think about Naomi now that we figure out throughout this whole process that Naomi is the crazy one? And all of this stuff is really happening. It's Naomi. She's the mastermind behind all of this stuff that's happening.
Naomi is the mastermind. She's the true villain.
Yeah.
She the one that deserves to go up in flames.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
Man. I feel like there are so many twists and turns in this book, man. I just had to take a deep breath after reading because 100%. It's so much. She packs so much. If you are a Freida McFadden fan, if you're a thriller fan, oh my gosh, this is the book for you.
Book right here, yeah.
Like for real, this is a good summer. Like it's the summertime.
It's the summertime.
Some people are going on cruises. They're going on road trips.
At the beach.
They're at the beach.
You read this at the beach, you're gonna be looking around at people. People gonna be looking at you like you crazy because you're gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot of emotions when you read it. I would love to have read this book at the beach.
You would have been like, you would have been getting up out your beach chair the whole night.
Walked right in the water.
Oh my gosh.
With the book. Because it would have been just like that, you know? So we couldn't find out at the end, she doesn't burn her up. She does light the house on fire.
Right.
My son Ezra wakes up, takes one of them Magnum bottles. You know the Magnum bottles.
The Magnum.
Took it to the
bottles
knee.
With the sparklers at the club, the big boy joint.
Bust her in the knee. Boom. She fall. He crack in the head. Bang. So think about it. He hit her in the knee. She dropped. Then he hit her in the face. Boom. But he's still knocked out because his leg broke. I mean, he's still on twit because his leg broke. He ain't 100%.
Right.
So shorty, Veronica gonna get out. Ezra's like, yo, go upstairs, get the baby, get out. I'll make it upstairs. She like, all right, cool. Like, you gonna die, but I'm gonna go get Teddy, right? And then we already talked about Teddy not wanting to come out the room.
Yeah, Teddy didn't want to come out the room.
And then
but Veronica was just,
She was resilient, right? And then Naomi, she has her little last moment, and her and Ezra burned to death in the basement, man. The only person that didn't deserve it was Ezra, man, because it's a lot to unpack. Look how much writing is into this book, bro. Because she unpacked it, and like, I don't think Ezra's death is going to be talked about enough because he was really the only person in the book that really did the right thing.
The whole time,
The whole time. There was no backstory. He was trying to help her out.
He didn't even take payment.
Not yet, because he knew on the back end he was going to get some money.
Back end, but he was definitely worth his grain of salt and could have definitely demanded a security deposit. But he didn't even require that, man. He was just helping her, and he wanted to help her like from a genuine place.
Absolutely.
Like from an authentic
He was
place.
the only person that really got hurt that you really didn't really want to, but he was collateral damage because he was tied up. Man. He was tied up with Naomi, right? So we know Naomi and Ezra unfortunately succumbed to the fire. They burn up downstairs. Teddy and them make it out. Teddy and her make it out after climbing out the window. And, that's pretty much like the happily ever after for them. And, but it ain't over yet though, man. But
what do you think this was original?
That's where I was going. Originality. This is very original. Out of all of Freida's stories, I've never read nothing like this one. Not where it was multiple POVs, because now we're gonna talk about Jeremy's POV because he was a scumbag on a low too. he wasn't on cookies and cream either. He had his little epilogue at the end where he kind of went in and how he was doing his little dirt too, and he found out. But we'll talk about that. But definitely this was original to me. To me, I haven't read nothing like this before, and I've read a lot of thrillers, so I haven't really read anything like this before. So to see something original, a new story. It might have had some hints of her books, right? Like The Boyfriend, The Perfect Son, The Housemaid, Never Lie. So for me, Ward D. So it had a lot of the locked door. It had a lot of implications for the book that I read. So, but it was still original because this story was never told yet.
Right. I feel like the divorce revenge thriller is not completely new, but I feel like the originality comes in how Jeremy weaponizes the process before Naomi even realizes the game has started, right? She's like, renovation. Oh, okay. That was original to me. The fake renovation, the suitcase, the lawyers, right? And then even just the money manipulation, taking the money out the account, putting the money back. I feel like a lot of that was dope. I feel like the affair itself wasn't the twist. I feel like the strategy was the twist, man. There was so much strategy in this. Even how Veronica had to go about getting Teddy or Dominique back. Yeah, how getting him back. And so, man, I feel like it was original, man. When I was reading this, I was like, oh, concept. Man, this is another movie. This would be one of those. This is a blockbuster right here. Housemaid was nice. And I love the Housemaid. I'm a Housemaid fiend.
Housemaid secrets for me.
Hey, listen. I'm
Douglas Garrett, man. That camera in the back of the hotel.
The Housemaid Secrets, crazy.
I think that's one of her best. I think that's her best work, bro. But this comes
the second Housemaid is crazy.
This comes in close, man. So the ending was it satisfying? Was it satisfying for you?
Extremely, bro. Like, man, I'm trying to let me gather myself, man, because I'm in like fan mode right now, man. Like, but the ending was crazy. It was super satisfying, man. I loved all the characters, even Teddy, man, even though he got on my nerves. I love how she developed everything. This is like you know how when you go to bed at night, you and wifey in bed, and you're like, man, I got a taste for something, man. I want to. This is that, man.
This is that
for real. If you got a taste for something,
I can see it.
Just go grab this.
Just go grab
this for real.
I think the ending was perfect, except for Ezra. Please don't. If you don't read it, don't look at this review until you read the book, right? Because we told you everything almost, right? We still missing some parts out, but we pretty much told you the whole plot twist, all that stuff. To me, it was satisfying until we got to Jeremy, his epilogue, and we find out that Jeremy wasn't so peaches and cream either, right? Because Jeremy knew. Remember, he got what's the name? Veronica, baby father came and pressed him, but because he had powers in a higher place, he was the reason why.
He knew what was going on.
He was the reason why the baby father OD'd. Think about that.
Yeah.
He killed. So Jeremy got a body under his belt too, and he set Naomi up to do all of this. Even though Naomi was crazy, Jeremy was crazy too because Naomi was crazy.
He played into it. Like
he played into it, and he tried this. He set Naomi up. So he set the baby. He set Veronica, baby father
about
up,
the epilogue,
and he set Naomi up to die. Even though Naomi's was right. He had to get rid of Naomi because she was crazy. But he also wasn't going to let his son go after he raised him. And dude was a junkie. He came in here looking crazy. I'm not about to let him go with you. So the baby father was just collateral damage. But the baby father, I didn't feel bad for him.
Right.
Because he the one who left Teddy by himself anyway. Because if he didn't leave Dominic by himself in the car and fall asleep, Naomi would have never took the baby. He'd have went back home. So all of this really happened because the baby father fell asleep in the car while going to the store. So I don't blame Teddy is wrong for taking a life, but I don't blame him for that because you still a junkie, bro. I'm not about to let the kid that I raised go with you. And he's used to a certain amount of, love and certain amount of care.
And the standard of living.
And the standard of living. So I'm not about to let him go with you. We got to get you out of here. Naomi was just crazy and he had to get rid of her. So he had two problems he had to get rid of. And like he said at the end of the epilogue, anybody that come after me and my son, I'm taking them out.
So 5-10 years from now, are people still gonna be talking about this book?
Absolutely. This is one of those.
I feel like this is up there like in the 90s. You know that movie, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
Oh, yeah.
How that was a blockbuster?
Yeah.
Bam.
It's one of those.
Man, come on, bro.
It's one of those. Y'all heard? I mean, that's my man.
The twist is crazy. The twists are crazy, bro.
Said it's one of those. That's absolutely
true. And then the fact that you took my baby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see it. I mean,
finesse the birth certificate, finesse the DNA test. You done finesse like the unfinessable. You can't finesse a DNA test.
Living high.
She found the way to do it.
Living high. Because he was a good investment banker / stockbroker, kind of doing his thing. He had bread. So these are one of those, man.
Did Freida push the genre forward? The thriller genre?
Heck yeah. Freida's always a genre pusher with her titles, in my opinion, right?
I forgot. She the GOAT to you.
She the GOAT. So,
Man, listen, Freida
don't write bad books, bro.
There's some good writing.
It's hard to be, it's like when it's hard to be consistent year in and year out and not drop. Freida don't take no time off, bro. She just gave us Dear Debbie, right? A couple months ago. Dear Debbie dropped in what, February?
Right.
So we got Dear Debbie, then you turn around and Dear Debbie was one of those ones.
Yeah.
So then you turn around and you give us another one, and it is only the beginning.
Another one. We got to do it.
Come on, man.
Cali edit in there somewhere.
It's been 6 months, right? We've been 6 months and she's dropped 2 books, bro. That could be between 4.4 and 4.5.
She on her DMX kick.
Come on, two books. And she ain't done yet. You know, she like to drop in October too. So we know we're going to have something dropping in October. So, I mean, to give somebody 3 books a year, the books is not long, but they powerful.
What you give it?
All right, man. Y'all know here at the Bookfest Club, man, we rate our books 1 through 5 on a scale of 1 through 5 for bookmarks, right? If you know the Source XXL magazines, they gave their books a 4. They gave their albums 4 mics or whatever the case may be. So we do this here at the Bookfest Club. Since we do books, let's make it bookmarks, right?
Right.
So for Freida McFadden, I'm going to give this a 4.4 out of 5.
4.4
bookmarks for me. So I'm going to do a 4.4 out of 5 for me, which is basically rolling into that classic level.
Yeah, if Housemaid Secrets is a 5.
100% a 5.
Dang.
Housemaid Secrets a 5.
This right here for me, like the emotional impact and all of that, it's not a certified classic, but it's definitely Bookfest approved.
You got it, but I got it as a classic.
I got it as I'm gonna probably go higher than you. I'm gonna go 4.7.
So that's a classic.
That's a classic. 4.7 is a classic. That's a classic?
It's not a classic. It's not a classic. 5 bookmarks is a classic.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Bookfest,
no skips.
No skips. You could no skips.
No skips in this?
No skips. No skips. No skips. No skips.
All right. Yeah.
No skips.
I give it a 4.7, man.
So I'm going 4.4 because you want to know why? I don't want to set the bar so high and then she drops something else. And then I might change it, come back. Don't mean I can't change it. Because remember, this is our first read.
This is good.
You got to listen to an album multiple times before you consider it a classic, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I might have to go back to it at the end of the year while I'm in the car just listening to it. It could be a freebie and we rolling around the city or something like that. You know, back and forth to work, church, whatever I'm doing. And maybe I'm definitely revisit it again and see how I play in the car. You know how you do albums in the car?
Yeah.
You know how it's going to sound in the summertime in the car. How this book going to sound in the car. So for me, it might get even higher, you know what I'm saying, on my scale.
It could, man. It has some potential.
Listen, man.
We got a lot of new stuff going on, man.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of interviews coming up. I don't want to reveal anything yet.
We got some other stuff going on, too, because we more than a pod.
More than a pod. We got the Bookfest merch. If you see it here, we sitting here with the Bookish pod. My man got the stitching hat on. New branding. We got a lot going on, man. We just appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us, since the beginning. We just thankful that, you guys are continuously showing us support.
Absolutely.
We definitely gonna get back into the Capri. We definitely gonna get back into the Delgado series coming up soon. Just give us some time, man. These book reviews take time. We in the studio now, so you're gonna see a couple of episodes, here and there when we in the studio. The lighting will be better, I promise. Everything will be better, but this is our first time filming in the studio. Not our first time filming in the studio, but we back at it.
So tell the kids we're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
So you're gonna see a couple of episodes, here and there of us in the studio, just working, man. And we got some surprises. We got some surprises coming up soon, and I can't wait to share them with you.
Well, the author is Freida McFadden. The book is The Divorce. Make sure that you go cop it, whether you go listen to it or you go to your favorite bookseller store and go cop it.
Absolutely,
man. It's definitely something that you need to read. Absolutely. I'm Jules. I'm your co-host of the Bookfest Club.
And I'm Jay, man. We just going to continue to keep pushing out that work, man.
We working.
We got Jules the architect, Jay the speaker, man. We out of here. Peace.